Hi, give me a second to find the feed. I'm going to do an energy report today talking about this storm that we just entered and what to expect for January. Give me a second to share this feed out. If you're just joining me, make sure you share this out too. Facebook is always limiting my posts so people don't see them, censoring me, banning me, you name it. So I always need people to help share this feed out so that it gets seen. I give away an activation off of every video. A lot of people are not catching me live because I live in the United Kingdom now. It's cool, you can still share for a chance to participate. I don't ever find the person until at least the next day. So make sure you share this feed out. I haven't been live since pretty much Stonehenge, so I have a lot to cover energetically with this video. So drop your name if you're going to want a card. I'm about to get started. I'm just sharing it out. Make sure you're sharing it out too. We have an amazing energy this storm. I'm really excited because we have pretty much an amazing energy the last storm and the two coming up. And I'm excited about it because it is a lot of solar and lunar energies merging together. It creates a very powerful gateway. So share this feed out. We should be celebrating too, not because it's New Year's Eve. I'm not a fan of these enslavement system calendars, but we should be celebrating because I'm always talking about this on a lot of my videos where we're in this kind of 2-year window purification period with our ascension. So, you know what? It's looking amazing energetically. Entering 2019, we had a huge year in terms of consciousness and what is going on with this awakening. So I'm really excited. I'm celebrating the second that we hit 2019. We're halfway done with this 2-year ascension kind of window that we're in right now, where we're going through some intense healing, clearing, purification. As the energies are hitting the planet, it's recoding our DNA, restructuring us. We have a partial solar eclipse and a new moon this weekend. It's going to create a really powerful energy. The energy's been really still the past week. You guys can tell I haven't been doing videos. I say the universe is resting after all the Christmas celebrations, and the energy is just starting to flow again. We had this space storm energy start to hit the UK in the middle of the night last night, and the energy is just starting to flow. One of the things that we really got brainwashed in terms of going through the third dimension is that we were taught that one person cannot make a difference. And we need to understand that our vibration is making such a difference, and it's being felt throughout all of consciousness. We can see this for the negative, that people are on a lot of drugs, you know, psychotropic, illegal, whatever, and it's bringing down the all of consciousness, the entire frequency of the collective. So, you know, you're always taught that you can't really make a difference simply by raising your vibrational frequency a little bit higher every day. You're helping uplift the entire collective. If you're having a bad day, everyone can feel it all throughout humanity. It's going to bring down everyone's frequency a few decimals. So it's really important that we're shifting and changing our frequency, and we just continually are rising it. I'm excited about these next 2 storms. They will be an energetic reset. I always picture it as if like an EMF device kind of went off, knocking out like the grid, or like a nuclear bomb. It will have the same kind of energetic effect, that it will come with an energetic reset, but it is meant to move us into higher frequencies we haven't been in yet. When darkness falls on the planet during the day, it affects your sleep cycles, which regulate your third eye. So it will really help activate our third eyes this weekend too. You guys are going to be feeling this wave of upgrades in the form of a lot of DNA activation symptoms too. So make sure you guys are drinking a ton of water. You'll probably be feeling it in your lower chakras. It's important as we're moving into this Capricorn energy that we are rooted, that we are grounded. Too many people are creating out of fear still. I see a lot of people that have been through those narcissistic experiences with partners or lovers. And all I can say is that is you creating out of your worst fears. It's the best example of it. Everything you don't want in a partner, right? Everything that you could fear to be true in another person. So we see a lot of people are still creating out of fear. This is an opportunity for us to change our mindset and for us to create our wildest dreams, the things that we do want, right? Not the things we don't want to see. So it's really important that we stay focused on what we're thinking about this storm. Not only what we're thinking about, how we're speaking about other people, the words that we're putting out into this universe, right? We were taught that words are nothing, right? We just throw them around loosely and things like that, but they're very, very powerful. Like they say, spelling, right? Spells. So our words are weaving our reality, shaping it, creating spells, creating magic. You know that whenever we're talking about someone else, we're only ever talking about ourselves too. I see a lot of people like the empaths, that guy's a narcissist psychopath, and talking about other people. You're talking about yourself and the things that you need to heal within. So it's really important that we're using better words around here. When we're speaking about someone else, we're only ever talking about ourselves anyways. Let's see what else is going to happen. I'm excited. I put an event up. We're going to London for the total lunar eclipse. It's going to create some crazy energy. I'm all for it. I'll be going with the next full moon storm. I put an event on this page. I just did a video talking a little bit about my trip with my last Ascension video I just did in my Sparks of Divine Light healing group. I'm always kind of appalled at the amount of people on this page that aren't watching my other videos in that space. So when I do go to London, we're going to be filming at the British Museum. We have an interest in their Iranian school, the Egypt stuff, and some Sumerian stuff. I have a draw to it. So I will be filming there, and I don't do those videos on this page. I do them in my Sparks of Divine Light healing groups. There are 2 of them on here. Make sure you guys join them so that you guys see my other videos. I put an event up. I'm going to be doing some Sekhem healing there, which is Egyptian. I put an event up there. It's kind of amazing because I took like 5 Egypt healing type of classes this year. So I'm excited to go play in what's left of ancient Egypt and to explore it, right? So I did get trained in some kind of Egyptian healing classes. I'm excited about it so I can go check out these artifacts with a different kind of perception. It's a really good time for you guys to not be your New Year's resolutions a lot of people will make. I had to go live today. It is New Year's Eve, right? So I had to go live even though I'm finishing my vacation today. I'm just finishing and getting back. I had to go live. How about if you're going to make a resolution that you're entering 2019 without bringing all of your garbage with you from the previous year or even years? It's important to remember that every day you get a blank slate to create something new. And people are hung up on experiences that happened 10 years ago, 20 years ago that aren't even the same in this version of reality. So hung up on these experiences, just carrying them around like a bunch of energetic luggage that they've been lugging around their whole lives, right? Let it go. How about we just let go of all the garbage, the shit that didn't work out in the past, and we enter this new year with new energy. And so whenever we're forgiving people and letting go, and yes, forgiveness is what you're here to learn. People are always trying to think about the concept of God. Would it not be love and compassion on every level, right? So we're here to learn forgiveness on every level. We can get a good glimpse of our past experiences and our past lives by looking around the collective now, and you can tell what kind of collective pain, individual pain we really need to work on. A lot of people are focused on duality still, right? Light, dark, good, bad. I was trying to explain there's only vibrational frequencies around here ever, and experiences, the universe experiencing itself. There's 0 judgments. There's no good and bad. There's only ever frequencies, and we can change what we're drawing to us by tweaking and changing our frequencies. So I think that instead of resolving to go on the diet that you couldn't do any other year that you want to do now, or trying to do this stuff that is meaningless, that we should really be focused on entering this year with better energy on every level, like a fresh start energetically. So what am I doing? I'm getting ready for London. I put an event up. I'm getting my life in order today. We're hitting Capricorn. It's a really good time to get a grip on your finances, on your real grown-up type of stuff, whether it's your prison planet job, your bills, your household, more cleaning, more getting ready for this new year. I've been doing a lot of spring cleaning here too. Make sure you guys share this feed out. I'm noticing that it's not getting a lot of the usual people on here by the views. Make sure you share this out too. My link is above. You guys should realize that once we wake up, I did this on my last video, that our job is to heal ourselves and then do some type of mission of service. That if you've awoken, you've been activated to do something that is a calling of your soul to help, whether it is just making the world a better place by being you with your energy, being a healer, doing some type of mission for humanity. So many people are looking for that ultimate love, but you won't find it until you become service to others and are on your mission and have completed yourself as a soul. That's part of the problem around here. So a lot of people are still drawing service of self type people to them. I was talking earlier about how we're shifting from an entire reality that was completely service of self to completely service to others in some type of way. That's what we're here to learn. You can look at this as a school for light workers, for healers, for people that are making their ascension, right? In some type of way, we're going to have to make this year about service in some regard. So we're going to see a lot of people shifting polarities this year too, which is really good. That, you know, it would look like heaven on earth if everyone was service of others and concerned about the well-being of all. My link is above. Some people should probably do some energy work today, getting ready for the new year. I have a bunch of classes. I added some new ones to our store too. I keep adding new classes. Go check our class section out. Do something good for yourself this year. Lynn Marie. Trust your intuition. What is your intuition trying to tell you? I always say she's real telepathically tuned in. She can just tell when I'm going live. I haven't been live in a week, and wow, here she is. She's always showing up and finding me, right, when I'm going live randomly. Trust your intuition. It's leading you around. I've got so good with my internal compass that I just, in a minute, right, if it tells me to go across the planet, I'm going. It doesn't matter how outrageous it seems to be leading me. I have complete trust in that intuition, which is your soul guiding you, your higher self. It is your compass. I always make a joke and I say that people that are following the mainstream news will be led to slaughter. Sheep's led to slaughter. And so we need to learn how to not listen to outside sources like the government, our friends who don't know shit about our experiences, other people. We need to learn how to tune in within and how to listen to our own self, right? So sometimes people will give you advice on your situation. They are not you. They have not gone through every single experience that you've ever had. You always know your situation better than anyone else ever will. So always follow your intuition. Lisa Marie Wilson, good morning. Min Taken, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. I feel like this is just coming full circle in so many ways. Like, it's just so familiar to me in a lot of ways what we're even doing here. It's why you guys probably just know what to do. Out here, we are at this place where we are going to shake off the dead weight, the dead relationships, the control dramas. We are going to need to continue to raise our vibration, to detox, to eat better food, to heal, you know, the things that we're carrying around with us on every level. But this should be very familiar to you when you guys are watching my video. Like maybe you've met me before, had other experiences with me that have led you here and led us all here on every level. Olivia Camellia, I can't say it, Camellia. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? And everyone is so concerned with following the crowd. I was kind of talking about this on my last video in terms of religion and the government and how we kind of ended up here. So if you guys didn't catch that feed, make sure you do. Those are my favorite feeds to do that I just did in my group. So it's kind of crazy. Don't dim your light. Stop trying to follow the crowd. They're usually lost and have no idea where they're going, right? We need to be those way showers, those light bringers, those light workers that are kind of, you know, lighting the way for humanity. Nancy Ann, Happy New Year. I had to say Happy New Year. I'm in my pajamas. Wait, I'm in the unicorn pajamas if I'm coming to work on a holiday, right? So I had to come up and do a video because while everyone is celebrating the new year, I think the new year doesn't start now, just to let you guys know. So I know everyone's celebrating the new year, but if you look at astrologically, I don't think that makes sense. And I have a lot of issues with their current calendar enslavement system too. But we should be celebrating today because we're halfway through our Ascension cycle, and that's huge. So 2018 was a huge year, but it was actually pretty amazing. If you guys aren't thinking so, look back 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Look at how your life is evolving and unfolding, and you'll see that it is getting better. It might not feel like it. If it doesn't feel like it, time to change your perspective. So this year will look similar. We're going to have a lot of, we're starting out with eclipse season right now, right? We're going to have a lot of crazy astrology, energies, and everything we need to purify on a physical level and on a spiritual level to move us into these higher dimensions. So it's going to be a big year for us. I'm excited. Nancy, take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. We just took like a week vacation. And I always feel like my life falls in when I do that, right? My mission, I'm now back picking up my mission from the ground, right? So I always feel like my life falls in, but it's really important that we're listening to our bodies and resting when we're feeling inclined to. We have infinite work to do. Because once we heal ourselves, we have to heal the whole planet. So we pretty much have infinite work to do. Be patient to yourself. If you're feeling tired, rest more. This is an intense process on our body. Nicole Goddard, good morning. Align your life. What's no longer in alignment with who you truly are. Yes, you're just not going to fit into your life you had 10 years ago, progressing through this ascension. That your vibrational frequency is changing daily. And as it's changing, you know, things are going to change in your reality. It's important that we learn how to let people come and go in our lives. Yes, come and go. Sometimes we let go of people and they come back. Come and go. We need to learn how to let the people around us flow in and out. A lot of people try to hold on to people through control dramas and things like that. We just had to learn how to, you know, if a friend isn't vibing with us anymore, let him go. Someone new vibrates into that space. Maybe they'll come back later. Maybe they won't. Learn how to flow better with the people around us. Things are always changing, and hopefully your lessons and your learning partners are too a lot of the time, right? That we're manifesting better lessons and experiences. Mora Lawler, good morning. Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? The world is a big place. There's lots of fun places we can explore. I know a lot of people can't get out and travel, you know, across the globe to another country, but there are places near your house you could get out into more. Go out into nature more. Do fun things you've never done there. Start a bucket list. I think we need bucket list for the new year. Bucket list. If you had, I always say, the £1 million in the bank account, what would you be doing with your life? Where would you go? Where would you explore? Start to make those kind of manifesting lists this year. We need to kind of dream bigger about it. And a lot of people are just like, I don't have money to do anything, and then nothing ever happens in their life. So we need to put out the ideas that we would need the cash for to attract and draw that money to us to be able to do these experiences. So dream bigger this year. We need to really dream bigger. This is a dream reality. When this eclipse hits, it's going to do crazy things to our third eyes, and it will probably show you on a deeper level that you are dreaming. You're going to feel like you're in a dream state, that it's going to feel more like a dream experience. And with this ascension, that should be happening to people more and more anyway, that it almost feels like you're dreaming now. Juliet Harding, good morning. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. I said this morning I'm going to do away with that label, just like I do with several of them around here, right? It's my next mission objective. Crush that empath label. How about we go back to indigos, highly intuitive souls with special abilities? Because, you know, that empath label is just tied in with their narcissism, psychological bullshit that they use to mask the spiritual issues going on in this matrix. So how about we get back to our original labels, indigos, the healers, the ones sent to help and assist, but being very empathic as indigos, right? We have those empathic abilities. We need more nature. We need to recharge more. I felt so amazing at Stonehenge the last storm, but I was outside the entire time, right? We were just outside, whether we were hanging out or whatever. So I was feeling amazing in that energy, but I was absorbing so much of it just by being outside. If you guys haven't made any weekend plans yet, maybe try to get outside during that crazy eclipse energy, space storm, new moon energy. It will really help you. Adele Mackey, share your voice. Ooh, it's a theme for this year too. Come out of the cave, persecution, and oppression. We learned how to not speak to protect ourselves. We knew that carrying this knowledge could be dangerous. And, you know, you can see with a lot of occultic organizations that they're the same, that they're very careful with who they share this information with. They say so it can't be used, you know, to harm humanity and things like that. But we learned how to silence ourselves and how to hide in these places. We need to speak. Just me getting on camera and speaking my truth has made it so much of my consciousness group could find me, to recognize me, right, to come to back to me on every level. So we're gonna have to really speak out this year. Yeah, it's gonna be part of our call to service. And you know, indigo should have the best throat chakras, but for some reason coming onto this planet we learned how to not speak and how to be quiet. So we really had to work at learning how to speak again, myself included. Jeffrey Kell, good morning. Fill up your well, retreat, rest, refuel. I always say that. I mean, my bodies are real tuned into these energies. I consider today a rest day, even though the energy is hitting the planet and people are starting to feel it. I would really try to rest today if you can more. Drink more water, chill. We need to make sure that we have our energy on point, because that's all we had to do around here. We always think we need to go burn down the Eiffel Tower and, you know, have a revolution. I'm all for that too, but it's not going to change anything. And that we can make more of an impact just by staying at home and chilling and raising our frequency higher. By the way, the Eiffel Tower is on fire. Just in case anyone didn't see. I see that energy is very destructive, but the universe is aligned with it, because out of destruction comes creation. That's a symbolism of what is going on throughout consciousness, though. Linda Lee Lenta, good morning. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? It's like my empath toolkit I'm making, right? Just say no. What are boundaries? How about we always do things we don't want to, like pushovers, people pleasing? You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's just been easier to say yes than to deal with people getting mad. You won't go hang out with toxic family members or whatever it was. So we need to learn how to have boundaries, because if my intuition is saying no, I don't want to hang out with my toxic family member, and I'm just like, okay, sure, I'll be right over at 2, just so I can get it over with and go back to my life, right? And I'm silencing my intuition on every level. And once you silence your intuition enough, it will stop becoming as a parent. So we need to learn how to tune into our intuition. The more we use it, the stronger it will be. So listen to your intuition when you don't feel like hanging out with someone. Your intuition's trying to let you know you probably shouldn't be around that person. More boundaries. I always say people have 0 boundaries on this planet. Especially with a lot of people with my work I do, because I come in contact with a lot of people, so I have to have really good boundaries, or I would just be constantly doing things I didn't feel like doing all the time. Lisa Marie Wilson, play more. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. It's everything I'm working on in my life. Every time I go to the Stonehenge, my phone dies anyway, right? We have like backup batteries and professional gear, and of course I end up with my dead phone, but I just took it like a sign, like I should go play. And so it was actually really awesome. I was just playing at Stonehenge and running around and seeing interdimensional stuff and having an amazing time, which I was kind of shocked at, because I go to these places as work trips, right? I'm going to work, but I actually had so much fun this time. So I'm very serious, my personality. I'm working on trying to have more fun. But I think that, you know, we just became very serious in everything that we've been through. That I was talking about it earlier, that we've been imprinted by all of our experiences. And, you know, once you wake up and you grow into your role as a light worker, you tend to become very serious. I've found the more awake that I become, the more serious I become about the state of the world, how things are, where people are at. I feel like I have infinite work to do, right? So we need to learn how to play. The universe doesn't want to be slaving away. I say this almost every day at Prison Planet. It wants to be out having childlike fun experiences, judgment free, on whatever level. So it wants us to play and have more fun. The most healing thing that you can do to heal any childhood traumas, everyone better raise their hand, core wounds. A lot of those core wounds were just not being loved on the level that you needed because we're into real connection. And 3D people don't know how to connect on any level. We need that spiritual connection. So the best thing you can do to heal those old wounds are to do more activities kids would like, whether it's coloring, running around, trampolines, parks, water parks, anything a kid would love to do. It will be very healing for your inner child. Deborah Leslie. Protection, call back your power, cut your cords, soul retrieval. It's a huge theme that we need to protect our energy more. I was talking about it earlier, how a lot of these empaths, aka the indigo second wave, like to stay at home. We don't want to be out at Walmart, grocery shopping, interacting at the mall. We would rather be at home, hanging out, because that's how we learned how to protect our energy. Work on more energetic protection. That's why we need boundaries. We can really choose what and who we allow into our reality, better protecting our energy too. More boundaries. Julianne Palmer. Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. We actually have a lot going on with the Pleiades and the Sirius star system and Orion with the constellations and the astrology coming up, which I'm really excited about. You guys should be feeling a pull to those prophecies, whether it's the blue star Kachina, the red one, red star Kachina, whether, you know, it's the Pleiades, Sirius, places like that that were very spiritually advanced. Tony Berry, Akashic. Your guidance is divinely guided. It's becoming easier and easier for us to tune into that Akashic. I used to picture it as this library or this hall of records. I wanted to go dig around in it and pull the books out. I would picture me like in a big library pulling the books out and digging around, and it's not like that. When I'm digging around in the Akashic, in an energy complex of sorts. So as we're raising our frequency, we're able to tune into that Akashic energy more and more. Tony had a real crazy dream about this too, that we are translators in a way of this energy, that not everyone can perceive it. And those that are channeling the Akashic are really translators of this energy in a way. I can't remember the dream, but Francisco. Sync, dreams. I'm seeing more light workers in my dream states and around me, which is a good sign. I always say things have to play out on other dimensions before we can come together in this one. So I'm excited about that too. Francisco, the crumbling. What are you clinging to? Well, my life has fallen in. I just took a week off. My whole mission fallen in. I'm excited to try to get it going again. So, you know, sometimes we just had to let things crumble around us for it to form in a new way. Let go right now. More letting go of anything killing your soul. Just not lighting it up too, right? People are holding on to the things killing their souls, but they're holding on to things that just aren't lighting them up either. Linda Nell, good morning. Share this feed out. Facebook hates me. I saw all these cut and paste messages like, if you are this, cut and paste all day long on Facebook. My whole feed was them. So I'm like, how about if you're sick of Facebook censoring, deleting, blocking the people that are seen as influencers around here, cut and share this. So please share this out. I'm talking about love, light, Reiki, and manifesting on any given day, and Facebook seems to have a huge problem with it, which is concerning to me. Linda Nell, the ever unfolding rose, cracked opening. It's happening for you, not to you. We get such a negative perspective going through the third dimension with how things are playing out, and then we tend to create more of that. This is about getting a grip on our mind, body, and soul on every level. More mental reprogramming, more speaking kindly to yourself. How can we reprogram? We can be more encouraging to ourselves. Sometimes you're your own worst critic around here, right? Like, oh, let's go do this. And then your first thought is, it won't work out. This will go bad. This is going to happen to destroy what you're thinking, right? We're our own worst critic around here. No one else but our own minds. So be more of your own cheerleader to yourself. More positive. Treat yourself like you would a child. What would you do if your 5-year-old child came to you? You would be like, it's okay. Everything's going to be okay. It's going to work out. Everything's going to go great, right? More self-talk like that to ourselves when we're trying to do things. One person can for sure make a difference. You can single-handedly bring up the entire frequencies on this planet. I can already tell doing my video, the frequencies are starting to go up as we're coming together as light workers and vibing. So I'm here to show you and tell you that one person can make an incredible difference in terms of the energy, the frequencies, this consciousness grid. They don't want you to know that you are your entire universe, and all you have to do is tweak your frequency and keep raising it, and anything of a low frequency won't even be able to come near you. You will repel it, right? So many people wake up and they're crying about the narcissist and the psychopath and negative entities and the dark. Keep raising your frequency. That kind of stuff won't even be allowed near you or your reality. So we can make such a difference. Bethany Kent. Trust your path. If you knew you'd be supported, what would you do? You had to realize how amazing all of our stories are going to be. Like, I made a joke on my wall. I said my third dimensional matrix resume probably doesn't look so hot. Like, if I had to go get a job, right, it probably wouldn't look so good. In all seriousness, my galactic one's a little more impressive, I'm thinking. So just understand that we all kind of had crazy experiences here. It was to make sure we were not conforming to Prison Planet and to that way reality is. That we're supposed to create a new version of reality. So, you know, if it didn't work out good going through the third dimension, that's why. That we're meant to create something bigger. We're not meant to just be enslaved and indoctrinated and creating for the elite. Katia Tell. Warrior. If you weren't afraid, what would you do? And people can act like we are done purging out fear, but if you look around, I see the Eiffel Tower on fire. I see a lot of war and destruction, so it tells me we need to get a grip more on the mental aspects and the things we're thinking about. I'm sorry, you're not in the fifth dimension yet. God forbid I say that on feed. Yeah, you would be dangerous in those places. You have to understand that where anything that you're thinking would instant manifest. Yeah, your words, your thoughts, they instant manifest. If you had a negative thought about someone, it would manifest into the Eiffel Tower on fire, war, destruction. We would be kind of dangerous in these places, so we're not going anywhere until we get a grip on the mental aspect and what we're creating around here. This is a creator school. Your soul should be craving a deeper liberation from this place. Morgan McKenzie, yep, pajamas. I don't know, Amazon. She's like, where can I get some? I just get my whole life on Amazon now that I moved to the UK. So they have everything. So I got some Moldavite oil that was like soaked in Moldavite for like 3 months. I was putting it on my third eye. I've been playing with oils here. I got a diffuser with a UK plug-in here, and I'm excited about that. So I'm back to diffusing oils. I'm always using a lot of them in my baths too. So Morgan, break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. When we heal ourselves, we're rewriting our story on every level. When we heal ourselves, we heal our entire ancestral line through ourselves. So our families came here with their lessons and their karmic templates, and it is our job as starseeds to change and to transmute those programs running and to kind of cut down all these things that have been getting passed down generation to generation forever. This stuff ends right here with us. Yes, it will. The lessons your parents were not strong enough to conquer, they already became yours the second you were born. And those are the things that we have been working on transmuting. More heart chakra work for you, Morgan. Jessica Hope. Lumeria. Created heaven on earth is happening. I'm excited to go to this British Museum to see this skull because I say it's our future with Ascension. And I believe these are human skulls. You can't convince me otherwise. It would have been either Atlantean or Lemurian, very ancient civilizations from very high levels of consciousness. But it's everything that's happening with us now with this Ascension that we're going, all life is going from a carbon base to a crystalline base. Quartz crystal would just have an absence completely of carbon. And it's really where we're headed with this Ascension, that people look at the regular typical skeleton skull made of carbon, and then you can look at these, you know, skull crystals they have from ancient civilizations, and you can really see those are our Ascension goals. I'm excited to go check it out in person. Let's see. Lisa O'Brien, Inner Temple. devotion. Tune into the porthole of your heart. They've always taught you to find God in churches and buildings, and that these are the temples, right? These are the sacred spaces. Your body has always been the temple, the sacred space. That's why there's such a focus on destroying our bodies around here, right? That they can destroy our liver, there goes our connection to the etheric, fill us full of metals, throw off our frequency. Your body has so much technological capability built into it. They taught me going through school and taking a lot of medical type classes that your DNA, that if something is wrong with it, that it is damaged and you cannot heal these things. That's probably the biggest lie being taught, that if you have a chromosomal issue or some type of genetic damage, that I'm sorry, we can't heal this. When they have they have amazing capability with DNA. We're going to get some serious DNA upgrades this month coming with these energies. We have a huge focus on our DNA. And if you've been going through this ascension for a while, it's like, well, how much can we continue to get upgraded? People will teach you, my chakras are open, I'm there, I'm in the fifth dimension. No, this is only the beginning phases of this awakening and where we're headed with our gifts, our abilities, and our physical bodies. Chelsea Nicole, Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? When I was at Stonehenge and I'm in like the cave, right? I'm in like the Drew cave and things like that. I had so much like coming back to me, like it was so familiar to me, and I never felt more at home. And I was talking to my friend about this priestess thing, and it's never felt more at home to me. I'm not into those labels, call it what you want, but that's who we are. And at some point, you know, people are going to be looking towards us for answers. You know, we're changing our frequencies, we're awake, we're detoxing, we're manifesting, and the people that are asleep, they're just getting served whatever's going on in an unconscious level. There's a difference between being asleep and the universe just creating your experiences for you, and becoming lucid in the experience, awake, and being in conscious control of your entire reality and what you're drawing to you. So on whatever level, I always say people will probably think you're crazy having this awakening, but those same people later are going to be coming to you for advice. It could just be people asking you about your Facebook post, talking to you in whatever regard. We're going to have to step into those roles as leaders, healers, teachers. Lisa White, good morning. Happy New Year's Eve. I'm not into the Pope's calendar, but I'm very into celebrating that entering 2019 marks our halfway point between this 2-year window. And I did a lot of work this year, so I'm very excited to be entering this new year. I'm ready for it. Lisa, leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. Yeah, you kind of have to jump before you have a plan to land a lot of the time, right? Everyone wants something new, something better. Sometimes you have to take that leap and have more faith in the universe. More faith in the universe. Good. Process that stuff. Go back with an enlightened view, right? We have this third dimensional perspective coming out of a place of ego and separateness, and everything is just so dramatic, right? And try to go back with an enlightened perspective. The people that are assholes, sorry about the swearing, or mean, they are in pain, confused, lost souls. So we tend to take things so personally, not understanding that we're healers. So the people that we learned with going through this matrix have projected the deepest corners of their mixed up souls to us, their pain, their trauma. It's what we do, right? They throw their garbage at us. Yeah, all their unhealed bullshit at us, and it is our job to take that negative energy and to in some way alchemize it, release it, let it go, transmute it, call it what you want. So you know what, I had a hard time growing up too, right? We're not like the other little kids. We have abilities that I say scare the sleepers, right? We live in a third degree world made of lies and illusion. When you come here speaking the truth, it can be powerful and it doesn't go unnoticed. So more releasing, more letting go, trying to look at this with an enlightened perspective. Sometimes when you're dealing with sleep people, you have to deal with people like you would a 5-year-old. Like you would a 5-year-old with these kind of soul types and where they're at too, right? You have to be real nice, patient. I say that about parents. I'm lucky I don't deal with that. So I'd say sometimes you have to deal with these souls like a 5-year-old, right? Like it's okay, right? Like you're dealing with a bad kid or something. More compassion. Danielle Stojan, answer the call. What's your soul calling you to do? I'm going to watch many of my students, I'm already seeing it, go on to be those healers, those light workers teaching Ascension 101. That's what we need bad, by the way, not me. I can't do it. I have a hard enough time processing my downloads, but we need people to teach about chakras, crystals, Ascension 101, the same things that we're into, manifesting, the law of attraction. That is what is needed right now. I always do my mission with the light workers and the healers and the very adept people, right? You kind of have to be at a certain level of consciousness to be getting the messages I'm trying to deliver. So we need more of that. I'm going to watch these people that are around me be doing this. You guys, yes, you're going to do this. In whatever way, that will be your mission. We're talking about making your job more than a paycheck, too. That you have the capability of, through your mission, unplugging from Prison Planet 2, that you could use your mission to do that. And I was talking about it. I say that these Prison Planet jobs kind of kill my soul because I need to be doing my mission. It's what lights me up. It's what makes me happy. It's my bliss, right? We're going to watch more and more unplugging this year, and I can't wait. Marissa Rosowski. Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Yes, everyone is like, that is not a reflection of me, the narcissist. Well, I always want to ask people, when you were the empath, because everyone probably had this experience, and you were dealing with the narcissist, did it not close you down to love and make you kind of narcissistic back to the person, where you probably stopped caring, hopefully, and just didn't even care? Yeah. So everything is a mirror of us. The things that are triggering us, we take them so personally because they're from deep past life wounds, traumas, things like that. It's why we tend to take our families so like, I can't think of the word. Well, we take it so personally, our families, right? Their issues, we take it so personally. Go hang out with someone you can't stand to be near. We take it so personally because it is a reflection of our past lives and where we came from on every level. I think it was Nicole, someone had a post up talking about being more content with their situation now. That's what people don't understand. A lot of people are trying to escape and create something new. We need to learn how to be content in our situation we have now. I knew someone like that. They thought that moving to another place would change their reality, right? A lot of people think they can just move and it will change everything about their reality. That's not going to do anything. We have to change our perception and our mindset to really change our reality. More being content with what you have and where you are. Jamie McDonald, good morning. Starseed, what lights you up? I don't know. I have to have more fun in my life. I get real bored, I say, if I sit here doing cards in the same room on video. So for me, I have to try to have more fun on my feeds, get out, explore, go video new things we haven't seen and things like that. Try to break up your routine. Try to be having more fun and doing more of what makes you happy. Sarah Jade Hill. The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. You're coming together with the Awakened, though. You guys should be noticing that. Whether it's, someone you met in a spiritual group, online, you're coming back into focus with the Awakened. If your life is full of sleeping people, you won't have room to draw your Soul Tribe back to you. That's part of the problem. People are hanging on to a lot of dead friendships, just people you're not talking to, not vibing with. More spring cleaning around here, whether it's your house or your Facebook page. Spring cleaning, it's the theme, right? We're getting ready for a rebirth. Christina Fry, I'm loving it too. I'm like, what should I wear today? I think it's a unicorn pajama day. Christine, Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Dale Marshall, Awakening. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. I feel like we're just finishing our integration period and we're going to go back into an upgrade cycle. I'm really excited about this one because it will really do crazy things to our brain waves, our REM cycles, our third eyes. I'm really looking forward to it. Make sure you guys are really manifesting this weekend. This is with the new moon where we plant our intentions and it comes back to us, whatever we're thinking about the next storm. So if you don't like your reality, try something different. Try thinking about amazing things that you want or you want to manifest or you want to see, and watch how your reality shifts with the next energy storm that comes through. So we can stay really positive, high vibe, manifesting. Me and Cherry made some amazing shifts with Dale, but we were just being simply high vibe. That's all you had to do. Stay high frequency, laugh, have a good time, and you're going to shift to higher and better timelines. So we have another shot right now at an energy gateway. I know they like to tell you they're like 11, 11, 12, 12, and on these days, it's not real. We have this gateway with a lot of these storms. So we have an amazing gateway kind of access point that we can be using. And all you had to do is stay a little bit higher frequency, have a little bit better of a time, and you're going to move to a better timeline. Lin Shihan, Star Mother, how can you mother yourselves? Yes, we're always trying to take care of other people as those indigos and, you know, give our love and light and healing to other people. We need to give some of that love back to ourselves. Like I said earlier on this video, try to talk to yourself a little bit nicer. Try to mother and parent yourself. That will heal your connection with the divine feminine. Carrie Kalibi, the initiation. Rite of passage, you're going somewhere sacred. And I know that we have many paths doing this ascension, but I always say they're leading to one place. The goal is oneness. That light and dark being projected into the world has always been from within. We need to find balance with the different energetic polarities, right? The divine masculine and the divine feminine on whatever level. So this energy is going to bring about some new balance that I'm excited about. Sherry Ann Tate. Pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You're the oracle. And like I said, as these frequencies are continuing to go up, they're amplifying our abilities. You guys should be feeling more tuned in, more intuitive, more on point. Maybe like your gifts or your abilities are amplifying. If you guys want to amplify your psychic abilities, make sure that you're being of service. I said it this morning that because of my desire to serve, the universe is giving me more power through my own frequency and things like that. So through service, we can really level up. We're going to have a huge emphasis on service this year, entering 2019. Bonnie Vincent, birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. I think that we should just sit around and think about our past before we let it go entering the new year. And if you look back a few years ago, don't tell me that you guys weren't creating out of fear and that we didn't create all of this together. I know they want you to believe it's the Illuminati and the elite and dark forces, but it was really just us not understanding the natures of reality and putting out all these fearful thoughts and ideas and manifestations. They had to go somewhere. So here we are, we're having this spiritual awakening, and it is time that we create something new. We're going to do that simply by, on an individual level, focusing on our dreams and the things that we want to see. It will change the entire collective. It's happening slowly. Trust me on that. Just trust me on that. So we need to really just do that on an individual level for it to come together collectively. There are a lot of people that think that they can create this change by burning down the Eiffel Tower, promoting more separation, more riots, protests, things like that. That will not solve anything. We need to do this on an individual level to inspire the collective change that we will bring about. This is a powerful energy too. I woke up in the middle of the night, like the second that it hit here in the UK. I'm real tuned into that energy. I woke up and I'm like, oh, the storm just hit. I'm all excited about it. I've been resting up crazy for like a week, and I'm going to need this storm to pick my mission back up and get my life back in order. So I'm really excited about this energy. After Christmas, I know a lot of people are parents. Well, that could have wiped you financially in a lot of ways. It could have been stressful to hang out with your families, whatever your situation is. I'm glad the holidays are over. They can be depressing for people on a lot of levels that have lost family members or whatever it is. I'm excited to have gotten past this stretch and to be moving into this eclipse season, because eclipses bring about change and powerful activation. So I'm excited to get past this point right now. Savida SK. Savida. The age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. And, you know, we have these past life blocks because we're meant to have a new experience that, if you really want to get technical, you've been every experience from the beginning of time playing out. We are that same source energy time and time again, but it's important that we have a fresh slate every time we're doing these experiences, and we're not carrying all of that past life garbage with us. While we may contract to learn with the same souls to resolve some of these karmic debts and experiences and things like that, you've never been you in this lifetime at this time, and it's really important that we stay focused on that. Derek Brown. I throw the Jesus ones out of the deck. I need to just go through and take them out. They don't align with me, sorry. If anyone's wondering why I'm throwing your card. Nathan Conk. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. I'm always saying that too about Ascension. It's like, these cards are amazing, right? I get 98% amazing cards with the 3 Jesus cards thrown in, enough to throw it off. That is like enlightenment. That's what a lot of people do, right? They give you like 80% truth, 20% Jesus, I'm always saying. I feel like it's the same with my cards right here. I will be getting the cards out for good. Let's see. Angie Taylor. You're doing it already. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. How about if we just are healed and perfect as is? Maybe it's just our self-perception that needs to be worked on. Because when I'm seeing people through the eye, I should say eyes, I was going to say eyes. Through the eye of the universe, I'm seeing everyone as perfect. The mess of their lives included. That I'm seeing everyone as divine and perfect on a soul level. Now, I am usually seeing past the subtle body and seeing people more on a soul energetic level around here with my perception. I wish everyone else could view the world in such a way and see the amazing energy that we have around us and assisting us with this ascension, because it's beyond mind-blowing. So we're doing this ascension. Everything's going amazing, just as planned. This is less about what's going on politically and more what's going on a physical level with ourselves, on a soul level, with this purification process. I'm going to be letting you guys go on that note. I'm going to be around for readings this week, attunements, energy work. Maybe some of you guys should ditch the resolution to be going and finding love or the diet or whatever it is, and be thinking about your energy. More salt baths, more grounding, do more nice things for yourself, whether it is getting some chakra oil, right? Some unicorn pajamas. Start to treat yourselves a little bit better. You're going to find that the key that you need for love with another is always self-love. So we didn't learn how to love ourselves, and we were always getting back these broken, unhealed messes of people, because that's kind of where we were at. So how about if you guys are single or not with someone, you guys are about to come into love, so you might want to work on yourselves a little more so that you're doing less work when you do come into that state. This is always going to be about spiritual union. It's going to be about merging together polarities, spiritual union, love on every level. It's the end result for everyone. I don't care where you're at in your story, how unplausible it may sound. We're coming back to love with source on every level. You will do this with another person. So it's a really good idea to clear any of your own unresolved energetic baggage, because if you're trying to do that with another person, it can be really hard to be doing it together, right? It's a little bit easier to take a break, work on your energy, and be at a good space energetically, then try to come together with someone, other than bringing all this debris and garbage with you. So it's time to let go of not only this year. Yeah, you guys should have forgotten about yesterday. I have people that are carrying around some negative experience from 10 years ago. How many positive ones have you had since then, right? We tend to remember the bad, the negative, the traumas, the things that we don't like, right? It's time to let this stuff go. If it's today, yeah, tomorrow's a new day. We're not bringing this garbage into the new year with us. So time to really tune in deep. I don't care what it is. What are you carrying around? Time to release it. Let it go. I don't care if you need to write it on a piece of paper, burn it, get outside, scream, do something. Get rid of this shit. We cannot bring it with us. We want to vibrate higher and reach these new levels of consciousness. We're not going to do it carrying around separateness debris. When we make ourselves out to be the victim, the trauma, the things that we went through, those are states of separateness. We're not seeing the oneness and the experience and how we're both ends of the spectrum. So more releasing, more clearing. We're going to be reaching spring. I'm really excited for it. And this is a time of rebirth. So we're trying to clear away the things that have dead frequencies in our lives. The things that just aren't lighting you up. You could be like really good friends with someone for 10 years. and you get along, whatever. But if they're not lighting you up, like when I come in contact with Brittany, Alice, and my admins, we light each other up, right? When I was hanging out with Sherry at Stonehenge, and it was like our frequencies are going through the roof. So, you know, if your friends are not lighting you up, like you get a text from them and you get so excited, right? Oh my God, it's Brittany. No, you get a text and you're so excited. If you get a text from your friend and you're like, okay, great, Christmas was like this, those forced connections, those forced 3D kind of conversations, let go of any of those kind of relationships. The things we're hanging on to are blocking our abundance and our soulmate connections that we need to bring it through into our lives. Another last thing I gotta throw out there, so many people are looking for love. Yeah, dating sites. I'd love to see the statistics on those. Dating sites. You go try to find your love, right? Love will find you. You can't go look for it. So I know a lot of serial daters that will go around and dating and they're not finding the person. Just work on your own energy, and anything that you're putting out the vibe for will come find you. We can do this stuff easier. I'm gonna let you go. Love and light. My link is above. And if you guys have video ideas too, I'm just getting back to work after being on my vacation. If you guys have video topics, send them to me. I try to fit them into my Ascension 420 videos at the least. Stay higher vibe. I don't care if you need to unplug, meditate, rest, get out into nature, do things that put your frequency through the roof. The frequencies are really low right now, and we need to assist this planet with what is happening energetically. You guys are grid workers. So simply by, I'm going to get off of here and throw some more loud music on, right? It's like level 500 music raising my vibe, right? So I'm going to get off here and listen to some music, and I'm going to keep putting my vibe through the roof. And I can tell it's already helping. So if you guys could help raise your frequency a little bit, it will really help move us through this storm energy and into a place energetically we really need to be at. So raise your vibes a little higher after all that Christmas fun.